It was on a Monday morning a few weeks ago. I woke up around 5. I came here, opened my laptop, went to YouTube and started watching a podcast. And then after a few minutes, I was craving for some coffee, right? What I did was I paused the podcast, took out my phone, opened the YouTube app on my phone, searched for the exact podcast, went to the exact timestamp, right? Grabbed my AirPods, them on, and then I would press play and then go to the kitchen to make that coffee. I couldn't even wait a few minutes, just like going to the kitchen, making the coffee and coming back. It was so bad. Even going to the toilet, I have to bring my phone with me. And then while sitting on the toilet, like just opening TikTok, just mindlessly scrolling through, TikTok or Instagram and getting those dopamine hits, right? The short form content or giving motivational videos. Oh, nice. I was wasting a lot of time on TikTok, just scrolling, getting those dopamine hits and just scrolling. And after a while, my attention span was really getting worse. That like watching a few minutes video on YouTube, let's say 5 to 10 minutes video, after like 2 to 3 minutes, my mind wanders off, thinking about what I have to do later on the day or what I have to do tomorrow. It was that bad that I couldn't really focus. So obviously my productivity got worse as well. Last week I decided to quit social media for 30 days or even longer. So I deleted Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter from my phone. I didn't want to let social media ruin my focus and my dopamine system. I wanted to take control over the input that I'm getting into my brain, because I want to improve my focus. I want to improve my dopamine system, not ruin it. And social media is doing exactly that. That's why I think you should be at least aware if social media is messing up with your attention span. Just be aware of it. Think if you're really addicted to social media or not. When I think about it, that's not the only downside of social media. As you know, people just put the highlights on social media, right? Edited videos, photoshopped photos. You start to compare yourself with them, consciously or subconsciously. You start to compare yourself with others, right? And then you start to feel bad about yourself or feeling bad about where you are in life. Through social media, a lot of people are getting depressed and feeling bad, getting negative thoughts. So social media is not only distracting, it messes up you with your mind. Not only that, you get influenced by the big influences, right? People who are like successful on social media, who you look up to. Let's say for example, you look up to someone who wants like a nice car like a Bugatti, and he wants a big house and he wants to move to Dubai, like 0% tax. Subconsciously, you also want to do it just because he wants to have those things. Your desire, your purpose get influenced by the people you look up to on social media. After a while, you're not thinking for yourself. After a while, you don't know what you truly want. You get influenced not only on social media, right? Like from your parents, what they want from you, school, friends, family. I think it's very important. Be honest with yourself. Have you ever taken a moment, sit down and think about what you truly want out of life? What your core desire is and what your core purpose is in life. Think about that. Be honest with yourself. You're only fooling yourself if you're lying. I know it's a deep question, but it's very important to think about it. Because if you don't have a purpose, if you don't have your core desire, you will get distracted by all the things on social media, all the people, that you're not living your life intentionally. You're living your life on autopilot. On social media, there are a lot of distractions. If you want to start a business, right? Instead of just thinking about it, what you truly want to do, what you love to do, instead of focusing on that, you get distracted by all the, let's say, influencers who are selling their own courses, like, or do drop shipping, do SMMA or affiliate marketing. Oh, that's easy to do. You can make money easily. It's too distracting. You can't focus. Oh, it's like shiny object syndrome. Every time you start a business and then you see another business, oh, that's tempting, and then you just stop with what you're doing and you hop on to the other business model and then other business model. That's not how you get successful, right? You really need to learn to focus. If you have your focus under control, you have a superpower. It is like these days with all the distractions, if you have the control over your focus, you will beat all your competitions. I guarantee you that. A lot of people can't even focus for a few minutes. Just messed up. Think about it. I even cancelled the subscription of Netflix and Spotify. I deleted those apps from my phone because I was wasting a lot of time on Netflix. I know there are like good series, movies and documentaries on Netflix, but I was wasting too much time on there. And Spotify, I listen to music while driving, but then I'm constantly stimulating my brain, right, and having these dopamine hits. I'm not letting my brain to think about new ideas because it's constantly consuming. I think it's good to sometimes be bored, like not consume anything. Just let's say you can just go on a walk outside without listening to anything and let your brain just think, reflect, come up with new ideas. And you should create more than you consume. Whether it's creating content or creating art, design, or doing your work, whatever it is, just create, do more, and consume less. Limit your input. I would recommend doing some kind of social media detox, maybe for a few days or for a week. Just take a time, like turn off all the social media, your laptop, take out your journal, and just really think about what you truly want out of life. What your core purpose is, what you really want to do, what you really love to do. You should do it. I've done it, and now I'm much more clear about the core purpose that I have, the thing that I really want to do long term. I'm much clear about it because I took time to just sit down with no distractions, turn off all the notifications and just write it down, reflect, just do it. The second thing that I did to improve my focus and my productivity is I just quit coffee. Now, I love coffee, right? I love the taste of coffee. So good. But the weird thing is, during those days when I was drinking 2 cups, 3 cups a day, I was feeling more tired during those days than I feel now. Now that I've quit coffee for about a week, I'm not really getting tired like in the afternoon. My mind is more clearer. I was relying more and more on coffee for energy. Coffee gives you the boost, right? But that doesn't last long. Your energy crashes afterwards. So I don't think it's worth it to keep drinking more and more coffee just to get the initial boost. It's bad for my health and for my focus and my productivity. That's why I decided to quit. What I did was I just took the coffee machine, right? To make it easier, just took the coffee machine and put it in the attic. So if I really want to drink coffee, I have to go all the way up and then get the coffee machine and make coffee. The weird thing is, from the first day, it was really easy not to drink coffee. Here and there, like I had this craving to drink coffee, but it was so easy to just ignore it. I can still remember we went to my mom's friend's place and they had the coffee machine and they drank coffee and my mom was like, drink coffee. I was like, no. She was like insisting on, it's alright, it's just one coffee. I said, Mom, I don't need to drink coffee, it's alright. I just drank like a mint tea. I don't really have this craving anymore to drink coffee. I just drink green tea or something. After quitting coffee, my sleep has gotten much better. I'm getting 8 hours of quality sleep. And because I sleep well, I'm more energized in the morning. I have more energy to focus and to work. Sleep is very important for your focus and productivity, right? Nobody wants to work when they are tired in the morning. That's why you have to have like around 8 hours of quality sleep. What I would recommend is create a sleep routine. Just go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time consistently. I go to bed around 8 and then wake up around 5 a.m. consistently. If you have the money to spend, I would recommend buying a wake up light. I have the Philips wake up light. It's one of the best investment I've made. It's a sort of alarm, and when it's time, it makes bird noises, like the chirping. Do you say chirping? The sounds that birds make, and it imitates sunlight. So it slowly gets brighter and brighter and brighter. You wake up so peacefully. I cannot explain. Instead of the iPhone alarm, you never wake up peacefully with those alarms, right? It's not that expensive, I think, and you won't regret buying it. Just wake up light. Just buy a cheap wake up light. Doesn't need to be expensive. And just don't drink coffee late in the afternoon. And I'm sure if you do those things, your sleep will improve. The next thing that I'm doing to improve my focus is doing intermittent fasting. I don't know about you, but when I work on an empty stomach or slightly hungry, I can focus much better. I can focus and work for hours. There are obviously other benefits of intermittent fasting, right? Like burning fat and your immune system working better. But my main reason is that I can work much better when I'm doing intermittent fasting, especially in the morning. And I even work out fasted. Even my workouts are better, and obviously before workout I do my deep work. It's crazy how much focus you have, and you're just into the zone of working. That's why I decided to do intermittent fasting. I'm not doing the 16-8 where you fast for 16 hours. I'm not there yet. I started with, last week I did 14-10, where I fast for 14 hours and then eat during the 10 hours. And this week I just started doing the 15 hours of fasting and then 10, and slowly building it up to 16/8. These days my morning routine looks much different than my usual morning routine. Usually I would wake up early, go to the kitchen, start the coffee machine. While it's making the coffee, I would go out on balcony and get in the fresh air, and then do 10 minutes of meditation, right? I can still remember I used to play those brain games just to improve my brain, right? And after playing that game, I would journal. After journaling, I would read 10 pages of the book. And after doing that, I would make the plans for today, do the to-do list for today. And finally, after that, I would start my deep work. The deep work is my priority, right? There's a phrase, eat a frog. And the frog is the most important task of the day. And you should do that task first thing in the morning. So I was spending a lot of time and my energy on things that weren't the priority, instead of just doing my deep work and doing the priority task first. These days what I do is I'll wake up at 5, just put on my clothes, come here, drink water from this to hydrate, and just go straight into deep work. That's it. That's my morning routine. I just plan the other things in the afternoon or in the evening, like reading, I do it in the afternoon. Meditating, I'll do it in the evening, and journaling in the evening. And I do deep work around 3 hours with no distractions. My phone will be on do not disturb mode. I want to live my life intentionally. I only have one life, so I want to live my life the way I want. I hope you will live your life intentionally as well. Not on autopilot, not based on what other people want from you, but what you truly want out of life. How you truly want to live your life. Just please take time to reflect and think about what you truly want. What are your principles? What do you live by? What are your goals and dreams that you want to achieve? What do you want out of life? What do you love to do? What is the thing that you would do for the rest of your life? Something that is fulfilling. Think about what your core purpose is. I know it's deep, but take time to think about that. What you truly want out of life. And try to create more than you consume. Whether it's writing, whether it's drawing, painting, I don't know, creating content, singing, whatever your passion is. Just try to create more. If you do the things that I mentioned, I'm sure it will improve your focus, your productivity, your mental health, and your life in general. I hope this video was helpful. Before you go, I have this one thing that I want to announce, and that's I'm starting an online community. So it's a community where there will be like-minded people in there who are also on their self-improvement journey, and where we can help inspire each other and build this fucking awesome community. So if you're interested, click on the first link in the description, and yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.